Good morning. Welcome back to the farm. Treating some wheat here this morning. Good news, I think this is the last treating of the year. So we're running this box right now. That wagon has maybe 300 or 400 pounds in it is all. And that's, as far as I know, the last of it, unless somebody else calls me. But yeah, we're in good shape. I'm glad to have this job pretty well wrapped up. So I just called this customer. He's going to come over and get some stuff. And he said he had a box he was going to bring me. And I can treat that last little bit into it. So yeah, good deal. All right, as soon as we're done here, I think we're going to jump into Combine and head to Berkey. Assuming it doesn't throw any air codes this morning. You never know. We're going to jump in that Combine here real quick and head to Berkey. I got her all fueled up and everything yesterday, but I had some fertilizer delivered this morning. We needed a small quantity of some more MAP, our phosphate fertilizer. And so I had the local place just bring out what I needed and put it right in the spreader for me. And they did that. And it is sitting outside here, so I'm just going to back it back in the barn. I don't know when we'll get to spreading it. I don't know if it'll be later today or tomorrow morning, so make sure it's inside. Well, everything looks normal this morning, so off we go. We take the little bit longer route that's on more back roads and wider roads with the Combine because it's wide and big, and yeah, so should take us about an hour and a half to get down there. We'll see if we can't get started when we're there. Well, that's going to complicate my trip a little bit. Road is closed. We only can go another, is it 2 miles or 3 miles past where we're at now, and then we got to jog south anyway. So we're going to jog south now and see if that changes our course very much. I really don't want to wind up on the state route down here, but it's a possibility. Well, we made it. Dad parked our head in a convenient spot yesterday, so we can just hook right up to it. We're going to start right here. Looks like it's still strapped down. No, we better get her unstrapped. I'll go see what Phil's up to over here, and if we're ready to get started, we'll probably walk out and look at the beans a little bit. It's 1 o'clock. I might go grab some lunch, and then we can come back and see if we want to get started or not here. We did get 4/10 of an inch of rain yesterday, so it's been plenty dry, but it might be a little sticky. Let's see how the beans feel out here. Are the pods cracking and dry, or the beans dry? Ugh, not much for, yeah, they're too tough now. That pod did not crack open at all. It'll be a little while. Not horrible.
Joe Eisel's on the corner in Kilburn.
Are they running today?
That's where the Combine was.
Oh.
They got merged down here at the end of merge done.
Not horrible.
Right over there.
They need a couple hours. So I got a load of potash coming here tomorrow. Just a 25-ton load. That's all we need for down here. We're going to have them dump it on this concrete out here. So we're going to clean that up a little bit, sweep it off. Dad spent a lot of time doing some work down here. A few different things over the last few weeks. One of those things was cleaning up this corner. We used to have a dike, containment dike in there with a tank in it, and we haven't used it for fertilizer. We haven't put any fertilizer down here for quite a while. So he moved the tank outside, a white one down there, cleaned up all that stone that was in there and stuff, so we got a little more room in the barn. He fixed up our old electrical shed here, so this grain system's changed a lot in the last 13 years here. Obviously we have the 2 new bins that we put up this year, took 3 old ones out. Well, back in 2012 we put the leg in and the dryer bin over there and the new electrical shed with the pit and everything. Then the overhead went up a couple years later, and so we moved all the electrical stuff, or most of it, over to that one. While the old one was still here. This was an old pit. There used to be an old leg over here. We took all of that stuff out when we put the new leg in. And this electrical shed was getting to be in rough shape. Yeah, we just have the one breaker panel in here that we still use. So, Dad tore the old siding off and put a new roof on it and put siding on the sides. Fixed it up nice, so that's good. Have that done. And he was doing all the electrical work for the fans and unloads and stuff for these new bins here. So we've got to pull wires to this one yet, but look at that, nice clear cover switch in there. So that's the motor for the unload for this bin, and then we've got a jump auger motor up there he's got wired in to unload for this bin. And then he came overhead with some conduit and got this fan and that fan wired in. So that's all really good. Got switches for him. He got some lights put in here. A couple of lights there. That's nice. So this stuff, he's just got that one motor to wire up yet and pull the wires for the push buttons. Other than that, it's all good to go. Phil's going through the leg, cleaning and greasing and just making sure everything is ready to go down here. We're going to run beans hopefully this afternoon and tomorrow. And then we're switching to corn. We're going to do the corn while we're here. So we're here for a week or two until we're done. So this is all the new electrical stuff. We do the same thing here that we do at Waldron, where we run our green system with a generator. So we got a 100 kW cat generator that we sit out here. And that runs our three-phase 480 volt system here. I believe this one here, this is mislabeled. We took this out of Waldron and put it down here to run one of the unload motors, the jump auger or whatever the added one was, because we already had two down here. So yeah, this is all our three-phase 480 volt stuff. Nice conduit out to all the motor starters over here. There's the new one that he added. We've got our controllers for the old top dry. And then down here is the 220 single phase panel. This one is only a 100 amp panel, so we couldn't run the aeration fans for the new bins from here. That's why they had to stay in that old electrical shed and come out of that panel, which was closer anyway, so it's okay. Obviously, we got our other stuff here. This works pretty well. It's kind of nice having a nice big area. We got a table so we can have our pizza or whatever, you know, just hang out here. Oh, the neighbor's out running today already, right now. So, you know, when we get back, it's probably time to go try it. Well, let's do this. We're gonna go ahead and get started here. Just letting everything get opened up, ready to go. Push all the right buttons. Pull into the field and it should load our work plan. Alright, we got 75 acres here in this first field. Everything is super close, so here and then across the ditch and then just across the road, but I think we can get to everything without actually dropping the head, which is going to be super nice. Ooh, we got something going on out here. What do we have going on out here? We got some split planter stuff. Must be a seed treatment trial out here. Interesting. Okay, cool. Well, we'll have some data. All right. Yeah, let me get rolling here. Okay. Well, that did not go well. We made it that far, and all of a sudden I heard belt squealing and a feed accelerator speed warning. Why though? That's not a good start. Why? Yeah, definitely smoked it a little bit. Was it just wet? I don't know. We're gonna dump the rock trap here, see what it looks like up underneath there. Yeah, plugged up. Okay, well, let's deal with this for a while. Alright, well, I got everything worked through. I'm not real sure what happened exactly. I don't know if we just had some wet stuff in the head from the rain yesterday and it slugged that feed accelerator or what. I took the belt off, or I loosened it so that I could run the rest of the combine without the feed accelerator, and cleared that out, and then was able to run the feeder house backwards and clear a bunch of the jam out of here. Now we can see the feed accelerator, it all looks okay. And then I put it in the high speed and was able to work it through, so we're good, but I don't know what caused it exactly. Anyway, let's try again. So this is our feed accelerator drive pulley, or driven pulley, I guess. It drives up there. It's a variable speed or dual speed. You can move the belt from one pulley to the other to speed it up or slow it down. We run it on slow speed for everything. I had put it on high just to try and work that through, and it did, but that belt's in pretty bad shape. We're gonna run it, but if it makes it through the fall, we're gonna put a new one on this winter. If it doesn't make it through this fall, we're gonna put a new one on before that. Well, it seems to be going all right now, so we're just gonna go slow here for a little bit until we get everything worked through and get dry material flowing through the combine good. We got dust. We got a little more of a breeze today. It's gonna keep things drying down. It says we're almost 17% right now, so that's not great, but I don't mind that much. Trying to get all the end rows done here around the building sites and stuff. Still says they're like 16 and a half moisture average. That might be wetter than we're willing to run. We might need to wait a little bit longer. I can tell they're just a touch tough, which just makes it a little slower going, but it's all right. I mean, we can do it, but I don't know if we want 16.5% beans. I don't know if Phil is intending to haul these straight in, or if we're going to start filling one of those new bins, the short one. We're going to fill the short one with beans. Yeah, so we're going to kind of let him make that call. I'm going to finish these end rows, and then we'll get the grain cart around, unroll the tarp, and unload, and maybe I'll pull a sample and see what the moisture tester says, rather than relying on the combine. But if they were 15, we'd go no problem. 17 is a little too wet. I'm going to grab a sample here, our little sample door. We'll take these in and test them. See what the moisture tester on the bench says. Yes, it's fine. I'm right here. It's okay. Chill out. Oh, I hate that about these combines. The 680 didn't do that. The 780 does. It honks the horn if you get out of the seat with the combine still running, the threshing elements. Shouldn't do that. I don't like it. 16 and a half, combine's right on. It's 2 o'clock. Should we wait till 3 o'clock? Alright, well, while we wait for the beans to dry down a little more, we're going to help pull some wires. So, we got all these wires. Let's go back into the barn there. Ready? Ready. Should go. Okay. Hang on. You ready? Yeah, keep going. Oops, sorry.
We get to the first elbow.
Maybe. Yep. Okay, are you stuck? Is your
Yeah, we are.
I went way too far?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Pull back. A little more. A little more. A little more. Oh! All right.
Good enough for now. Well, the wires are all in. We got plenty, which is good. Might have enough to make the connections to the motor right here. But so we're gonna have two sets of push buttons in here to be able to turn the unload auger and the jump auger on and off from the bin. So when you're in here with the power sweep and stuff, you can just reach out the door to turn them on and off. There's the inside of the bin, all ready to go. As far as I know, anyway. Okay. We got all the wires pulled through and into where they needed to go inside, and now they just got to get hooked up. All right. Well, I've been working on some electrical stuff here for a while, wiring up that motor, and we've been just hooking all those wires up that we pulled through there. It is a little after 4 o'clock. I was going to try and watch the clock, and at 3 o'clock go try this again. I missed my window, and now I gotta go. I got a lot of stuff going on. It's going to be a busy week for me. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, so Dad could come and try some tonight, but I got to head for home. I'll explain in a little bit. All right, so I am heading out of here. I think they're just going to work on this electrical stuff and then come back tonight, and we will have a big day tomorrow combining beans. That's fine. They could use the day to dry out. It's not the end of the world. So the reason I've got to head out of here at 4 o'clock because I need to get back to take my kids. We've got all kinds of stuff going on tonight. We've got both of them have flag football practice. I've got a church budget committee meeting, and my wife is on her way to the airport to get on an airplane to go to Italy tonight. So it's going to be a challenge here for the next week without her around in the middle of harvest, but we're going to make it. It just means that I might have to cut out early a few days, and Dad's going to have to jump into combine more, and the fact that we just moved to Berkey complicates it because now I'm an hour from home, but it is what it is. Oh, look at this. Our road got fog sealed today. They had put new stone down about a month ago, and I've been waiting for this to get it sealed in. That's nice. All right, well, I am off to football practice that started an hour ago. I'm going to mostly just pick up one of my kids and then go to that meeting. So I guess that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow morning, we're going to get some fertilizer spread. I got that map. We're going to spread that out and then probably take the spreader to Berkey with us tomorrow. I'm going to drive that down. Brock's going to be around. I'll have him bring the 7520 most likely, and we'll get some more stuff moved down there. So let's see. Anything else? No, bummer we didn't get more beans done today, but they just needed a day to dry out. Not the end of the world. We'll have a big day tomorrow and should finish them up on Friday. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. If you want to get yourself one of these Best RX shirts, head on over to farmfocus.com. Grab yourself some merchandise there from the Border View Farms page. I appreciate you doing that. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Look for a live stream tomorrow. I want to do a live together with Brock, and Berkey's a good place to do that. I'm going to try and get the drone up, try and do some more testing with our Bushels Plus pan, but we're also going to be like trying to move and get stuff done. So we'll see how much any of that we actually do. But have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.